Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well. Today I'm out in the Sussex sunshine with the Nokta Simplex Ultra, and today I'm trying something I've been meaning to try for a very long time. Today, on the end of this machine, I have the behemoth, the SX35 Coil. Let's see how we get on today. I'm Adam, this is my metal detector, that's a field. Welcome to D-Tekt Sussex. Okay, so thank you for joining me out today in the sunny Sussex countryside. As I mentioned in the intro, I'm out with the Nokta Simplex Ultra. For the uninitiated, the Simplex line from Nokta is their single frequency set of metal detectors. And I've got the SX35 coil on the end. It is huge. The camera angle really isn't doing it justice. If I put my heel at the back, yeah, that's how big it is. I'm a size 10.5. Yeah, so it's quite big. A lot of experienced detectorists watch my channel, a lot of beginners watch my channel, so just very briefly. The larger coil, the reason you'd use it is you get generally more depth out of a larger coil and a slightly wider field coming out the bottom of the coil, which makes it slightly less responsive. So you gain some depth, but you lose a little bit of response. So just needs to set up the machine accordingly. Speaking of which, here is my hollow pad. Regular viewers will know exactly what this is all about. There are the settings I'm using today. There we go. Pause the screen if you need to. Otherwise, that's enough chatting from me. Let's get cracking. Okay, so first target. Nice and solid. Only showing 2 chevrons on the depth. Very nice, solid 38. On the VDI. Yep, that's definitely a digger. Let's see what we've got there. Now, one thing I forgot to mention in that little intro is the other benefit of having the larger coil is a greater coverage for each swing. So although you're having to swing a little slower, because the response isn't quite the same, you are actually still covering more ground with each swing. So, you know, swings and roundabouts. I always say this, it's the same with anything with metal detecting. If you change one thing, something else changes. And you know, you gain one thing, you lose something else. So it's all about finding the balance. When you're trying to find the right settings for your day, for example, and the right coil and everything else, it's all about getting that balance. You know, you gain one thing, you lose something else. So whatever you want to gain, make sure that the thing you're losing is something you can cope with losing. And if you can't, then you need to find somewhere in between. And yeah, just find that balance. I think I may have missed it. Just double check with the machine. That's definitely our target on that side of the hole. Yes, it is. I've missed it, so that could be me. Just new coil, getting used to it. Let's get my Nokta digging tool. I'll just get into the sidewall there. Let's expand the hole a little. And we'll see if we can hunt this down. Let me zoom in, give you a slightly better angle, hopefully, if I can get the button. Not that one, there we go. Balance that. I think I've moved it. I think it's in this tuft of dirt. It is indeed. Right, so it's in here somewhere. What do we have? Oh, there we are. First find of the day. Blech. Ring pull. Never mind. Plenty of time to go. Let's see what else we can get. Onward. So, how you guys been? It's been a little while since I've been out. I'm hoping that's part of the year I'm going to start getting more videos out again. I know this year it's been a little bit spotty in terms of me getting content out, so apologies for that, but my aim is to try and get a couple out every month, so that's my my plan moving forward. Exciting stuff though. I've been very busy, had lots of other non-detecting things going on. I've got a little side business going where I do photography, videography and video editing for people. I've had a few fairly big clients over the last year, which is why some of the times have been a little bit difficult, but I will be addressing that soon, so don't you worry about that. More content coming your way very soon. Oh. So that's the thing with the Simplex. Let me turn my headphones off so you can hear the sound. When it finds something, it really locks on. You don't get any of this sort of wishy-washy, oh, is it there, is it there, don't know. Boom. It says it's there. And it's, well, I haven't dug it up yet, but I can pretty much assure you it'll be there. Now, the numbers are all over the place. I'm not expecting this to be anything good, but I will give it a quick dig just to see. Yeah, this is going to be something naff, I'm sure, but we'll have a look. You never know until you get it out the ground. The very hard, difficult to dig ground. Now, I will be at Detectable, well, in a few weeks by the time I'm filming this, but probably within a couple of weeks of you watching it. It may well be my next video. It may not. Maybe I can get out before then, I'm not sure. But yeah, I'll be at Detectable in a matter of weeks. If you're going to be there, come up and say hello. Please come up and say hello. It'd be nice to meet you all. Yeah, the fantastic weekend as usual, I'm sure. Right, what have we got here? Oh no. Yeah. It's the acupoint. I've got the discrimination on. That is a lump of horrible stuff, so I think we'll call that there. I'm not going to keep digging that. That's telling me that is definitely not something to keep digging. There we go. But yeah, another couple of weeks I will be at Detectable for the whole weekend, camping over and obviously doing the usual video goodness. So if you can't make it, there will be a video from me of the weekend as usual, so you can live vicariously through my adventures for the weekend. Okay, I'll see you at the next target. Onward! Alright. Nice strong target here. Simplex loves targets. As soon as it finds a target, it just locks onto it, especially if it's a coin or something. This is coming up at 47, solid 47 on the numbers. 2 chevrons down. Now, let's see, can I get my pinpointing sorted out for this? I normally use the coil to pinpoint. Yeah, I reckon that's dead over there, right there. So we'll give that a go and see if I'm right. I'm getting used to the coil. Okay, clod's open. Let's see what this 47 signal is going to be. Elusive is the answer. Oh no, there we go. Just in the sidewall again. So I need to work on that. That was only the second target I've had to properly pinpoint, so. There we go. Oh, what's that? Crikey. Oh dear. Another ring pull. Older style ring pull this time, so yeah, bit of history to that, yeah. Yeah, we'll say it's a, yeah, historical ring pull or something. Onward! One thing I always have to remember with the Simplex, it's got different scale to the multi-frequency machines. It's 0 to 99 on the Simplex, whereas it's 0 to 60 on the Legend and Score machines. So I've been thinking up to now using the Legend and Score scales and not the Simplex ones. So it's been a little while since I've had the Simplex out, which is something I need to address, really. Love the Simplex machines. So I've got a 30 here. It's a little wobbly, but not too much. Solid sound. 2 to 3 bars, or 2 to 3 chevrons on the depth. Let's see if I can. Let's use the actual pinpointer, shall we? Cool, okay, there. Let's give that a go. Okay, clod's open. I've just checked it with the machine. I think the target is somewhere between the hole and the clod. It's sort of here. Oh, here we go. Yeah, somewhere. It's in the hole, actually. Yeah, just there. Right, come on. What have we got? Oh no, you're kidding me today. Really? Really, really? Another flipping ring pull. Simplex normally loves the coins, so presumably means I haven't walked over any yet. Right, onward. Alright, so next one. All seem to be in the 30s today. This one's nudging up against 40, so hopefully we'll get something a little bit nicer. Yeah, 39, 40-ish. Does wobble a little. Three bars down. Okay, should be just there. If anyone's wondering about the onboard pinpointer on the Simplex, I know a few people have had a little bit of an issue with it. You need to press it, hold it, and just wait a couple of seconds before you start waving it over the machine. Wait until the concentric rings appear on the screen. I'll show you in a second. Yeah, so you have to wait until the concentric rings appear on the screen and then you start waving it over your target. It's almost like it needs a little warm-up. But that's it. A lot of people have sort of just hit the button and started waving straight over the top, and you know, it's not making any sounds and people are complaining. So yeah, just takes a second. Patience is a virtue. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. Seriously? What is it today in ring pulls? Right, let me show you what I mean on the screen. Okay. So I'm going to drop that ring pull down there. Right. There it is. Okay. So look at the screen. It's in the shadow, so hopefully you can see it. There's a pinpoint button at the bottom. Right. If I just push it quickly and wave it, doesn't really do much. It goes a bit weird, right? If I hold it, wait for the concentric rings, yeah, it's a lot more responsive. It gets shallow as you get closer to it. You know, but if you hold it quickly, it'll take a second to warm up. Yeah, so away. Just a second or two. That's it. There we are. Right, I'll grab that ring pull in a second and we shall move onward. There we go. This is the kind of target I'm really looking for. In the 60s. Pound coin territory. You watch it be a bottle top now. But this is kind of where you expect to find some of the coins, so jolly good. Right, so just coil pinpointing, I reckon it's about there. So let's see if I'm getting any better. Feel free, guys, if you want to ask any questions or leave me any comments, tell me what you thought of the video, that kind of stuff. Leave that all down below. Always read through, always at the very least react, and if it's a question or something, I'll always answer it. So yeah, it's your way of talking to me via the medium of the YouTubes. Yeah, drop a comment or two down below and we shall interact down there. Also, if you're new to the channel and you're watching, you got this far, and you've enjoyed me finding a cacophony of ring pulls. Oh dear. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. You don't normally see me finding loads and loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of ring pulls, although I do always show what I find, regardless as to whether it's good or bad. What's this? Oh, speaking of bad, I can see exactly what this is. That's a bent 10 peg. But at least it's not a ring pull. That's the thing. The machine doesn't put the finds in the ground for you. They have to be there to start with. So that's right. We shall move on with all the positivity we can muster and see what else we can get. Onward! Okay, got a target here. 70, 71. So we're in pound coin territory. I think it's just on the tone break. It's a little difficult to hear. I'm not sure if it's a dodgy signal, if it's just on the tone break. I think it's just on the tone break. So we'll give it a go. 69, 70, 71, 3 chevrons down. I'm having to be a little bit wary at the minute because for those of you who don't know, this is the farm, as I call it, is a location which is quite often used for events. There's some history here as well. All sorts of things come up here. Very varied location for finds. But it is used for events, and there is a tractor and a small sort of gator cart thing whizzing around with metal barriers and stuff. I don't know if they're clearing up or setting up, but either way, I'm just being a little bit wary because they are coming into this field, in and out of this field, a fair bit. So I don't want to get squished. Just keep a little eye on where they are at any given time. Right. Hole is dug. Let's have a little look and see what we can find. Is it pinpointable off the bat? Yes, it is. It's promising. Oh, come on, can we get our first coin of the day? Can we fill up a ring pulls? Yes, I think we do. I think we do. I can just see the edge of it there. There we go. Lovely stuff. Yes, it's an old school coin of the pound variety. Into the sun. There we go. Yep, old school pound. So bankable. You can sway them into the bank, but not spend them in the shops. 1996 on the date. There's her late Majesty. And there is the back. Smashing. Cool. Right, we're off on the coins, finally. Finally. Right, let's see how many more we can get. We've got another hour and a half-ish. See if we can get a few more coins. Onward! Alright, early 70s again. A little more wobbly this time. But still about 3 chevrons down. Now, I haven't got any test gardens here. I'm not setting anything up for this coil. Obviously, if I don't find anything deep, that's probably because there's nothing here to find that's deep. If you want me to do a depth comparison, I now have all of the coils for the Simplex Ultra. So if you want me to set that up in my garden with the depth evaluation and experimentation platform, or deep, do a little air test comparison between the 3 coils, just so you can give an idea of the kind of ratio of the depth difference between them. Drop me a comment, let me know if that's of interest to you. If it is, then the next time I have an opportunity, I'll get out in the garden and we'll have a bit of a play and see what the differences are between the 3 coils in terms of the depth. Right, so let's have a look and see what we've got here. Early 70s, what's the number? Is it instantly pinpointable? So the drier the earth is, the less conductive it is. The less conductive it is, the closer you need to get to it with anything. So if it had rained last night, for example, probably getting a bit more response. It's over there. I may have missed it again. Who knows? Yeah, it's just in the side wall there. Maybe I missed it altogether. I'm not used to being this inaccurate with the pinpointing. That's a bit bizarre. Right, let me dig a quick hole there. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, there we are. So, long-term watchers of the channel will know what I've just done. That is what we call as a
mini clod.
Indeed, mini clod, and just starting to get close to it. I have to say that was an absolutely terrible pinpointing job on my part there. So I definitely need more practice with the bigger cords again. I need to get them out more often. There we go, got it. And there's a coin in the hole. Right. What do we have? Is it another pound? It's another pound, another old school pound. I'm going to give this a test again, just in case there was a target there and there's a target here. I just want to make sure, for my own pride, if nothing else. But yeah, found coin, found it in the end. Zoom in a bit if we can. If we can, there we go. Cool. Coin of the pound for diet here. Cool. Okay, so we're definitely off on the coins. My pinpointing skills notwithstanding, we are off on the coins. So let's see if we can find a couple more. Onward! Right, I have had a conversation with myself. I've given my head a bit of a wobble, and I am going to do better with the pinpointing from now on. You guys expect better from me. So, target here, I've already dug the clod. It is coming up as a 45 on the machine, and the target is, I am proud to say, this time, in the hole. So, just on the edge of the hole, but still, it's in the hole. It's not 6 inches to the right, like the last one was. Let's never speak of this again. Right, let's see if we can get this out. Okay, I've dug a little way down. Have I moved it? Yes, I have. Okay, it's in here somewhere. Grab a handful of dirt. Okay, it's in here. Ah, straight on the top there. Straight on the top there, the handful of dirt. Here it is. That is good. And that's another coin. And not a coin of the pound variety this time. We have ourselves a 20p piece. Nice. What's the year on that? 1984. Good year for films was 1984. Very good year for films. Look it up, seriously. Massive, massive, massive year for films, including one of my personal favourites. There we are. Her late Majesty can be seen on this side. 7 family KC3 coins. Hopefully will at some point soon. And there is the Tudor Rose on the back. Superb. Glad we're off on the coins now. Tired of ring pulls earlier. Right, I've got probably about an hour left. Let's see how many more we can find. Onward! Okay, so I've been swinging this coil now for probably an hour and a half, 2 hours, thereabouts. And a lot of people ask me whenever I try out the big coils on the other machines, what's the weight like? Oh, what's this? No, that's going to be junk. I'll leave that one. What's the weight like? Because it's a bigger coil. There's more material being used to make the coil. So it's going to be heavier, and it is heavier. It is heavier than the sort of stock coil, but I mean, as heavy coils go, it's not bad. That's a better target. That's a better sounding target. Turn the headphones off so you can hear that one. There we go. Coming in around about the 50 mark. 49.50. 2 chevrons on the depth. Yeah, it's heavier. I wouldn't personally describe it as heavy. I think it does depend a little bit on yourself. When I go to the gym, I work out a little bit. I've got a bit of strength behind me, so it's not troubling me. I don't think it would trouble most people. That's not me trying to be big-headed or anything. I don't think it would trouble most people carrying it. But if you know that you are perhaps not the strongest, if you don't have much arm strength, maybe, if I may say so, maybe a little more advanced in years, it might wear your arm down a little bit after a while. So I think it's sort of a personal decision whether you go for it. If you want the extra depth and you think you can spend 3 or 4 hours swinging it about, then yeah, it's fine. It's literally caused me 0 problems. Like, it's no different to me than another coil. I can feel it being slightly weightier just on the end of the machine, sort of from a balance point of view. But in terms of wear and tear on the arm, absolutely no issue for me at all, and I don't think it'll be an issue for most people. It's my personal opinion. So let's have a look. There we go, in the clod, dead centre. See, I told you I'd be getting better at this. Didn't I tell you? Hey, I'll sort the pinpointing out. Give my head a wobble. Much better now. There we go. Much too blasé with my pinpointing. Dead centre of the clod, that one. Now, next question, is it any good? Okay, I thought it was going to be an actual ring then. No, it is a ring pull. We're coming full circle. Back to the start. There we are. Ring pull. But yeah, so I'll put that in the tack box. Yeah, so it's obviously it changes the balance of the machine. It is pulling forward a little bit more. There is a little extra weight on the end. But in terms of actually swinging it, I'm not finding any additional issues. I could probably swing that all day without any issues. I could probably take that out to detectable or something and swing it for the day. And I genuinely don't think I'd have any issues with it. So in terms of wearing my arm down. So hopefully that helps someone out there. I might make these little observations as I try things out and learn stuff as well. Hopefully it helps somebody else as I go. Right, see how many more finds we can get before I have to go home. Onward! Okay, probably getting towards the end of the hunt now, but we'll see if we can get 1 or 2 more finds in. This one's come up in the 60s. Good range for the Simplex. Bouncing a little bit. Move it there, but yeah, early to mid 60s. Let's just do the pinpointer. Get it right. There we are. There we go. Yes, just there. 65 when I'm right over the top of it. So, right, let's get down there. Let's see what we've got. All right, clod is open. Let's zoom in and see if we've got it with the pinpointer just yet. Oh, yes. Yes, in the hole. Just there. So, early to mid 60s, what we got? Something red. Doesn't bode well. Yeah, it's like a bolt cap ring. There's a seal around the bottom of a bottle cap. You turn it, break it. Definitely nothing else in there. So that was a nice sound. It was a bit wobbly. Right, that's it. Oh. No, that's just interference. Probably from the tractor driving past. There we are. Bit of tat. I'll put that in the tat box. I will check the hole with the machine before I leave it. There, yeah. Onward. Okay, target here is tiggering around a little bit, but basically 49.50 when I'm pretty much dead over it. Yeah, late 40s, early 50s, probably tap, but it's probably also my last find of the day. So let's have a look, see what we got, and then we'll do a little roundup and I'll give you my final thoughts of the day on the new coil. Okay, we are finishing how we started. Last find of the day, ring pull. Right, so over to a roundup, and I'll give you my final thoughts on the coil for the day. Onward. All right, so my time today on the field is well and truly up. I need to head home and get some other stuff done, but I've really enjoyed my time out, as I always do. Nice and relaxing out in the countryside, fresh air, peace and quiet, apart from the tractor driving past, and just, yeah, me, my thoughts, and you guys along with me as well. So let's have a look and see what I've done today, and then we'll talk about the coil. So, tat box, we've got the 10 peg and a whole host of ring pulls. Cacophony of the pulls of the ring, variety. Yes, and then we've got 3 coins, 2 old school pound coins and a 20p piece, so £2.20 for the day, which I'm not going to grumble about. A couple of hours, well, 2 or 3 hours on the field. It's not a beach, look, it's green. On the field, and yeah, really enjoyed it, not too bad, happy. So, the SX35 coil. A few things to note. Obviously, it is the SX35 coil. It is not the SC35 coil, which is for the score. It is not the LG35 coil, which is for the legend. It is the SX35 coil, which means it will only work with the Simplex. Okay, they are not interchangeable. They're calibrated specifically to the machine that they're designed for. So, and some of them have different connectors. So don't try and connect one to a different machine, or they won't work. In terms of today, I love this coil. Really nice to use today. Like I said earlier, it's a little bit on the heavier side compared to the stock coil, but not by much. It's not noticeable. And after 3 hours of swinging it constantly, I'm quite happy. I've got no aching arm, no problem at all. So it's fine for me. In terms of the size and swinging it, I was finding more sort of ghost signals as I'm swinging. But then when I go back and investigate it, bang, it's there. It's very solid and positive. The reason for that is it's such a big coil. The actual detecting field comes out in sort of a blade from this center point going straight down and up actually, but straight down into the ground. And because this is so wide, the field gets progressively less and less as you get out. So as it's so big, you get, if you just graze the side of a target, it will just sort of squeak slightly. But then if you go and investigate it, it'll come back. So I had more of those today, just because it's a bigger coil. Nice coverage, covered quite a bit of ground today. In terms of depth, didn't really get any deep targets today. But again, I didn't set anything up, so it could just be that there weren't any deep targets under where I was walking today. Again, if you'd like me to do that little depth comparison test between this and the other coils available for the Simplex Ultra or the Simplex range, let me know and I'll get that done in my back garden at some point in the coming weeks. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope that was useful if you're thinking about getting the SX35 or generally interested in the Simplex machines. Any questions, please drop me a comment down below. If you enjoyed your time with me, a like is always appreciated. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. You'll get videos like this in your inbox on the regular. And yeah, have yourselves a truly fantastic time, guys. If I don't see you before Detectival, I'll see you at Detectival. If not, I'll try and get out once more before the weekend if I possibly can. But yeah, have yourselves a truly fantastic week, and I'll see you soon. Take care.